Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Vane. Hard difficulty. Yes, and hard difficulty has a new meaning today, because something that we were expecting, something we were preparing for, has happened. And what am I talking about? Well, if I walk over here to the sink, and I go down to drink, it says, nothing comes out. The water has stopped. Okay, alright. We have water. We have a rain catcher. I'm going to need more of those. I'm also going to start working on a well. Now, I can't drink out of the well, but I do need water for other things. So what we're going to do is the first thing, I want to get things moving. First of all, I want to get the well moving because that's probably going to take a while. I have most of the work done, but we do need to get things going, and I need to get rain catchers out. Because you never know, it might rain at any time. Let's get going with that. Also, there is something else I want to do, but we're going to save on that. By the way, as you can see, I did make a drying rack. I essentially threw my raw leather in here, and I am seeing leather strips. I didn't put those in there. Here's the thing. This is the one that I am most interested in. This is the raw hard leather. So if I can get hard leather strips, then I can do something quite magical. So I'm hoping that's going to pop up pretty soon. It doesn't look like things are happening, and I kind of thought it was just garbage, but when I saw the leather strips, I realized it is processing. How long is it going to take? I have no idea. Oh, by the way, I moved these up here because I did some work down here. Yeah, for instance, these guys were down here already, so I just basically put some boxes there, and you can see vehicle parts. Yeah, that font. That's an interesting choice. I suppose it's okay, though. I don't know if I have any control over that. Alright, so I have a new piece of furniture. This, of course, is the makeshift forge. Alright, so this makes plastic ingots if I have 10 plastic scrap. Probably should have been getting more of that over time. Limestone bricks. I need 2 concrete paste for that. We're actually going to be doing that immediately, by the way. All right, we have iron ingots. Now, here's where things get interesting. There's 2 ways to get iron ingots. One of them is the iron scrap, 10 for each ingot. The other is to actually get the raw material from a cave, the hematite. So, in the future, we will be going there. We might be doing some mining in the next episode. Just saying. All right, and of course, copper gets very complex because you have the raw material. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. We can also get it by using electrical scrap, which I did do, by the way, and I learned a very painful lesson. We could also use the torn wires. Here's the thing. I don't know if I need torn wires for anything else, or was it always going to be for this? And down here we have aluminum. Once again, we got the bauxite and then aluminum scraps. So the way it works is you put the ingredient in here. It makes as many ingots as you can, and this here is charcoal. What have I learned? Well, here's the thing. This thing heats up to about 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes, that should melt the entire building, just saying. The thing is that once it's done, do not grab the result. Yeah, I had 3rd degree burns on my hands. Fortunately, I was a fireman, so I had that burn cream. I needed 2 helpings of it. This is what I got. I actually have the copper ingots right here. So here's what I need to do. I need limestone bricks. So I do believe I have these over here. Now, about the water, I can't help but wonder if maybe I contributed to the water being gone. The reason for that is I had all of this limestone powder because I finally had the hammer, right? I have the sledgehammer in here. So, where is it? This guy down here. Actually, I don't have it anymore. The raw limestone. So basically, I was cooking this to make as much powder as I can, and I have a ton of the powder. But then I was turning it into concrete paste, which does remind me. Give me the concrete paste. So what I was doing is I had one of those muck buckets that hold 261 fluid ounces. I was going up to the sink, filling it up, putting it in there, making as much of the concrete paste as I could because it requires water. On the third trip, that's when it told me there was no more water. So I can't help but wonder if it was a situation of it happened at a certain time because it was the middle of the day, or it's because I was using too much of the water. I don't know, whichever it was, I do need water that I'm not going to be drinking. That's kind of what I'm getting back to here. And that's the reason I want the well. And that's what we're going to work on right now. Because if we look at utilities, fluids, well, I need limestone bricks. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. And where is the limestone that I just had? All right, concrete paste. I'm going to put it right here. Right, so this is going to make us the limestone bricks that I need. It's going to make more than I need, but it'll be fine. All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to move back. Okay, hold on a second. See, the temperature is going to go up to, like I said, about 3,000 degrees. And I am not going to touch those bricks until that thing is room temperature. In the meantime, what I want to do is I also want to start putting those rain collectors down. So let's see. This is the one that I would like to do, the insulated one. The problem is that I cannot make the scrap metal sheet. In order to make the scrap metal sheet, I need the fabrication workbench. That's what I need. I might be able to make this today. Because of the copper, I might be able to make components. But I am going to need plastic for that too. So I don't know. We'll have to see how that works out. By the way, there is something else I want to make while I'm here. And that, of course, is the claw sword. Because, of course, heavy hammer. Boom. All right, that's probably going to take a while, so we can just let that happen. All right, now what do I need for these? Okay, I need plastic scrap. I need reinforced wood planks, which is not a problem. I have a ton of those. And screws. Oh, I need a stapler. I know what a stapler is. There it is. Oh, by the way, how is this doing? Okay, that's done. Okay, so extinguish. Right, if I even touched that, even if I just hover over it, I will take burn damage. So I'm just going to let that cool down. Okay, so I needed the reinforced planks. I needed screws. I'll take those screws. Plastic. Do I have any plastic in here? That's probably not enough. Okay, and my crafting just went up because it's doing it in the background. 75. That's probably a better version right there. Okay, and repair. I didn't actually do any repairs. Oh, is the sword ready? Hold on a second. Ooh, the claw sword. All right, let's grab that. And let's go in here. Okay, melee damage 35. Melee base DPS 64. So that tells me it's fast. All right, hold it a second. Let's do this and add to that. Okay, let's move this guy back up for a moment. Okay, so this is the baseball bat. Okay, and this. Yeah, it is faster. Okay, that's good. I certainly don't need the other one anymore, so we might as well just drop that off. Okay, hold on a second. Remove from queue, put that in there. Good. Okay, so we have this. I hope to use it on some zombies. Although I gotta tell you, I think the combat system is just broken because it seems you always just hit them twice and they're dead, no matter what you're using. Unless it's an arrow. Oh, by the way, how's this doing? Okay, it's still 1800 degrees, so we'll just let that go for now. All right, now, do I have everything that I need in order to make these? Okay, I can make 3 with the plastic, I can make 3. Okay, so I should be able to make 3. And we have everything we need. All right, let's go. I am also going to want to relocate the one that I have. I have a new location in mind. I want to put them up on that ridge over there. I'm just hoping that I don't lose the water I have in here already. All right, hold on a second. Examine. Okay, 92.4 fluid ounces. All right, so let's move this. There we go. Okay, I'll just put this one like here. So I remember that's the one that I have. All right, is the water still in there? Yes, it is. Good. All right, so let's start putting down the new ones. Of course, these guys are going to have to be replaced in some way before winter. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. And we'll put the last one like over here. There we go. And my construction went up. Yippee for me. All right, so this one has water in it already. These guys are empty. Hopefully it rains often. At night, perhaps. Oh, and I think did I mention it? I have been putting rotting food in here. I only have like 6.5 pounds. Apparently, by this, in order to seal it, I have to have 25 pounds of compostable stuff in there. I'm guessing that the rotting stuff will actually do the job. So anytime I see it on a zombie or something, I grab it and I throw it in there. Even the stuff that I had in here, there was... Yes, I did put the rat in there, by the way. Squeaky now has a new home as he's being decomposted. Okay. How are we doing over here? Hard leather. Okay. I really want the hard leather strips because there's something magical I can do. All right. How are we doing over here? Okay. Still 500 degrees, but we're getting reasonable. All right. 25 is going to do it. All right. Let me get everything else that I'm going to need for the well. Let's see. Utilities. Digging. Okay, heavy hammer is not a problem. Rope. Okay, I need cloth, I think. Oh, I might as well just do it here. Yeah, okay, let me put it back. Let me put it back. Because it'll cost less. Even though I think it's 1 anyway. Okay, so cloth rope and cloth rope. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's see. What else do we need for this? I already have the planks. As soon as it's cooled off, I'll go over there and get 20 bricks. Heavy hammer. I have another heavy hammer over here. Was it in this one or the one below? I put the sledgehammer in there, so the mini sledge should be available. Wait a minute. Mini sledge. I guess it's down here. Mini sledge. There it is. Okay, digging. I should have a shovel around somewhere. I do seem to remember picking one up. Let's see. Yeah, I'm hoping that there wasn't an issue with that. I think that there's one in the shed. I seem to remember seeing one and just leaving it go. All right, why don't we just do that? I'll give that a little bit more cooling time. I like my fingers. I seem to remember... Yes, right there. Okay, so boom. So I think the only thing that I'm missing... Limestone brick. Okay, so that's what I need. Although I'm going to have to cover the maintenance. Yeah, the maintenance goes really quickly. That's what the that thing is for. I am covered with what I have right now. I need to put some limestone in there. Basically, these are the things that you yourself make, and they break down over time. Like, for instance, what I just looked at a moment ago. Right, this is what you need to build it, but this is the maintenance cost. Otherwise, it will break down over time. So I'm going to have to put some limestone powder in there. What's interesting is that if you didn't have that, it wouldn't take the limestone powder. It would say, I don't need this. So how are you doing in there? Okay, come on. Quicker, quicker. I'd like to do that in this episode, just saying. Okay, this thing should be room temperature, 61 degrees. All right, give me this. All right, let's go. Yeah, so I don't know whether or not the fact that I was using a ton of water actually contributed to it. But that's one of the things that I need the well for. I certainly don't want to use drinking water, for cement paste. Even though technically I was doing that. And the part that really bothered me is that, I forgot to actually use the washer and dryer to clean my clothing. So I really can't do that until I have a sustainable connection of water coming into the house. So, yeah, that's a thing. I guess I'll just wear different clothing. All right, so let's see here now. Oh, right over here, utilities. And this one right here. Okay, build. Okay, so examine. Okay, it already has some water in there. So that's going to hold 880. These guys hold a lot more. Maximum, a lot more. Where is it here? Where is examine? There it is. Right, there's only 92 there, but it goes up to 12,318. So, yeah, lots of rain, please. Lots and lots of rain. Any zombies around? Because I'd like to... Oh, hi! Excuse me! I'd like you to test out my new sword. Yeah, I really think it doesn't matter that much. I mean, it does look cool. Just saying. Tin can. Absolutely, we'll take the tin can. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I'm a lot more forgiving in terms of... Yeah. Ooh! Off with his head! Okay, nothing there that I want. Where are you? Get over here! Okay, he backed up way too far. Yeah. Whoa, what is going on there? Plastic scrap, I'll take that, and then we'll just destroy him then. We don't want any corpses lying around here. Right, okay, so let's see what we can do about the advanced bench. That's really what I want, because I am locked out of a hard leather strips. 10. Slowly I turn, step by step, inch by inch. Okay, here's the question. Does anybody know what I'm going for? Think about it. Combat pack. Okay, somebody's coming. They're trying to rain on my parade. Okay, can we have some rain, please? Okay, then we have Mr. Hazmat. Nothing there. Yeah, because that is the best backpack in the game, and that's the reason that I grabbed it. Because if I can repair it... hi. Okay, what do you have here? Hazmat suit, 13%. Here's a question. What do I need to repair that? I'm going to take that. Because, as I understand, there are some irradiated places in the game. So, I would want to be prepared for that. All right. First things first. Okay, you know what? Let me just check the hazmat. Rubber? Wait a minute. All I need is rubber scrap? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, you know what? Let me just get some rubber. Probably have rubber all over the place. Rubber! Yeah, I got a lot of it, don't I? Okay, so hazmat. And, of course, that increased. All right, where is it now? Hazmat. Okay, so that one actually has some pretty good water resistance, too. Can I go underwater with that? Or is it just protection from rain? There's the one, though, 60% resistance to radiation. All right, so I'll probably want to put that aside. Now, what's more important to me is this one. Okay, so I need hard leather strips. How many do I need to repair it? 1, 2, 3, 5. Half of them. Okay, so this is good. This is very, very good. Okay, so there's the combat pack. Currently, I'm using the gym bag. All right, hard to see, but at the bottom, my maximum weight is 281 pounds. So if I put this on, it just turned to 356 pounds. So yeah, best one in the game. Yeah, I need to get more boars. See, here's the thing. I could turn around and do something with the ones that I have. Maybe the military jacket or something like that. Yeah, the problem with that is I'm going to need to repair this thing too, right? So, I mean, I don't want to, like, use it all. Okay, put the hazmat item in there. Okay, I don't need 3 respirators. I'm not even sure why I was carrying them. Okay, and that's what it looks like right there. Combat pack. Best in the game. Best in the game. All right, now let's start thinking in terms of the advanced, I should say the fabrication one, right? Okay, so let's see what we have here. Station. See, I can't make the insulated one until I can make the, here, hold on a second. Where is it? It's back over in, not station, utilities. Right, I need the scrap metal sheet. Now, I do have one that I looted, but I need 4. And of course, I'd want to put a lot of these around. Now, as I understand, you might be able to get these by using something that can cut through metal on, like, metal tables and such like that. However, I would like to be able to advance. All right, let's go back to the station now. What is a problem? Components. Okay, so iron ingots really isn't the problem, and certainly screws are not. Matter of fact, why don't we start working on the iron situation? I don't see. Okay, iron scraps. I'll take some of those. And jerry can. I got a bunch of jerry cans around. I can't fit them all in one box. Let's see. I don't see anything there. What about in here? Yeah, I have a lot of batteries. I'm a miser after all. I shouldn't say a miser. I'm a hoarder. Okay, so that should definitely do the job. Okay, so we come over here. I still have some fuel left. All right, so where is the iron? All right, I'm going to put 1 full stack in. How many is that going to get me? 20? No, actually, it's going to get me 10, isn't it? Well, in that case, 11. But I mean, I can't put all of them in at once. So this will get me 10. All right, and then I'm going to hit ignite, and I'm going to move back. Way back here. All right, I did see components. What did I need for components? Copper wire bundle. Where is copper wire? Okay, copper wire bundle. Okay, I can make those for 1 ingot. See, up here, I need the torn wires and I need the plastic casings. But down here, all I need is 1 ingot. Okay, I guess the question is, how many do I need? Let's go back to that. Components. So I need 2 of the copper wire bundles. Let me just throw the copper in there. Actually, where is the... Oh, there it is right there. Copper wire bundle. So essentially I need 2 of those. 1, 2. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do this. Okay, copper wire bundles. Oh, it made 5 at a time, so I only had to do that once. I guess maybe because I was using a full ingot. Okay, well, you know, I have a bunch of them if I need them. How are you doing? Okay, it's still processing them. See? 3,000 degrees. So I'm just going to stand way back here. Know what I mean? Way back here. Now, the other one might end up becoming a problem. See, where was it? Component. Plastic casing. Yeah, I need plastic ingots for that. And the only way I can get that is from the makeshift forge. So as soon as that's done with the iron, I have to let it cool down, grab the iron, and then, of course, make some plastic ingots. I need more plastic. Plastic. Okay, that's not going to do the job. Yeah, I need a lot of plastic, apparently. That's something I should have been taking into consideration. Gas can, that is propane. Okay, I do have a bunch of plastic here. All right, how are we doing? Okay, we're done. All right, so extinguish. And I am burning through my my charcoal. Now, as I understand, the mines can have coal, which I can use for fuel. So I'm thinking the next episode, we're going to head for the mine and see what we can get in there. It is apparently dangerous because of, you know, at a point you may not be able to breathe. So I might have to bring stuff in the back of the vehicle. All right, anybody else around here? New sword, want to test? No? How does it look? Okay, it looks pretty cool. All right, so I have that bow on my back, of course. All right, what time is it? 2:30. Just out of curiosity, how quickly does the well fill? Let's see. Oh, 24, nearly 25. Okay, but again, that's not drinkable. You would put that inside of a container to transport it. The rain ones, of course, are. But of course, we require rain for that now, don't we? Okay, they're just standing over there, enjoying... Maybe they're fishing? You see it? There's 2 zombies, like, watching the shore. Enjoying the view. Like I said, maybe they're fishing. Yeah, see, rebreather and the portable tank, I don't know if that's what I have to... My goodness, those are heavy. Not the rebreather, but the air tank. All right, what do you have down here? Pretty much the same. Okay, I'll take the rubber. Plastic bucket. Yeah, unfortunately, see, if this is rubber, if I break that down, that is rubber, it turns out I need a lot of plastic. So if I can make the plastic casings, then I should be able to make the fabrication workbench. All right. Okay, I guess you've heard about the sword too. It's a weapon worthy of Mordor. Slicey dicey. Okay, you didn't have anything from... Oh! Okay, reaction time. Good, good. Okay, leather shoes. Dismantle. I will take the rotting. That's a full beer. Yeah, I don't have water coming out, so that's a good substitute. I can't use it for disinfecting because the alcohol content is not good enough. But it's definitely good enough for my belly. Anybody else? No? Yes? Maybe? I didn't get hurt there, right? Peckish, thirsty, drowsy. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Okay, let's see how the cooling process is going. I need boars. Lots and lots of boars. Okay, still 1,200, so I don't want to do that until it's actually there. Yeah, I can't wash or dry. I mean, technically speaking, I could dry. But I can't wash. Can we see it here? Wait a minute. No, I didn't. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I want to examine the connections. That's an electricity connection. The water connection just kind of dropped off, didn't it? Because there used to be, one of these was a water connection. And I guess it's just gone now. They're not even counting it. Yeah, so I have to establish a good water connection before we can do anything more with that. How are we doing? Yeah, don't want to even go near it. All right, I'm going to need some more charcoal in there. But like I said, I probably am going to go to the mine. And basically, there should be coal there, among other things. See, I had one of these over here, and I was seeing whether or not I could put 3 of these in. But it didn't seem to work. So that's the reason that I decided to go with this situation. I mean, I could get more of those if I wanted to. That isn't a problem. I think you can also make racks. Wait a minute. It's B. It's storage. Right, crate racks. And material storage. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. How much is this? Metal brackets. Reinforced rod. I mean, I could easily make that. We could just take a look at that, see what that's like. Where is metal brackets? Okay, let's just do split. I think it was like 5 or something like that, wasn't it? Metal brackets. And then the rods. I might as well just take the whole stack of rods. Storage. Right, material storage. Oh, this is documents. Oh, okay. And why did it say material storage? I was thinking maybe it was a good way of storing, like, those scraps. You know, it would store a whole bunch of those scraps. I guess I was wrong. Are we done over here? Yes, we are. Okay, so let's grab the iron, which I'm going to need. The thing is, I'm also going to need plastic now. Okay, so we'll take the plastic. How many... Okay, so it's 10 for each. Do I really want to grab all of them then? All right, here's what we're going to do. Because I only need 2 at the moment, I believe. Okay, so let's do this. Split stack. I'll do 40. That way I can just like double the number that I want. 40. There it is right there. Okay, and I am running a little bit low. Hopefully this isn't going to take too long. Back. All right, let's take a quick look at everything that I need for this stupid thing. Right, the components are the only part that I'm missing at the moment. And the components... Oh, the copper wire... Oh, the copper wire bundles are in here. Okay. They're in my inventory. Put them back. And right, so I just need the plastic casings, but I need 2 of these. So I was right to make 4. Okay, we're done. And I have to... At least it didn't get the 3,000 this time, right? Yeah, I need boars. Boars are very elusive. I know they spawn in here because I've seen them many times. I did kill one over here, but it was... The reason for that is it was fighting the zombies. I think it was a horde, actually. I should probably clean that. Can I clean that up? Because the... Boar! Boar! Okay, and he has nothing! Are you kidding me? Look at him! He has a wonderful hide right there! What did you kill there? How could he have nothing? Okay, he killed a wolf. The wolf was loaded. Okay, I highly appreciate that. Wait a minute, what's this? Okay, we have a pile. Let's just get rid of them. I don't even care what they have. I don't want bringing me any unwanted visitors. Come on, how could he have none? I mean, he didn't even have any meat? That's absurd. I could understand. All right, he didn't have the hide because it had been damaged or something like that, right? But I mean, he's got to have at least one piece of meat. Let's get rid of this. That is just baloney. Because I want to get that full military outfit on. Not now, because I think, actually it's a little cool right now. But then again, it is kind of the evening. Once I get into full blast, you know, and then of course winter, you know, the military outfit will probably be very good. Okay, so let's shut this down. Yeah, the light. The light's a wonderful thing. It truly is. Alright, I'm hoping that this thing is nice and cool. Alright, it's working on it. It's working on it. Alright, where am I going to put it? I mean, I could put it on this wall for now, I suppose. I might want to consider relocating this. I mean, I can put it like there, but then I'd have to do the reconnect on it. So we'll see. Do I want another room for the rest of the stuff? I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, I don't really need all of this. I can just get rid of it. You know, and then I could just push this in there and all kinds of stuff like that. Okay, 450 degrees. So I get the plastic. I turn it into casings. I can do that over here, right? Plastic casing. 1 each, thank goodness. I would scream if it let me use just the scraps, though. Oh, power cutting. Hydraulic cutting. I think if it's a higher, you can do it, but let's just keep looking. Here, you know what? Let me just take the hydraulic cutters, just for the heck of it. Power cutting. Okay, that'll do the job. That'll do the job. I don't need the other one now. All right, let me just put the other one back. I think I have to put it back up here. Electronic driver. Why do I have that? Hydraulic cutters. I don't need that one. All right, how are we doing? Okay, okay, we got it. We got it. Okay, can I just grab that? There we go. Okay, so let's go back over here and take the plastic ingots, put it in here, and then I need the cutter, not the driver, the jigsaw. All right, so I should be able to make Plastic casing. There it is. 1, 2. Right, now I can make components. How many did I just make anyway? Just out of curiosity. Oh, it was 10 casings for each. I thought that was a little expensive. Okay, so component 1, 2. Okay, and once again, hopefully I'm only making 1. Because if I'm making a bunch of them, then it should be a little clearer. Yeah, it probably would actually tell. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, so I got a bunch of components. Okay, so there we go. I think that I should probably have what I need now. Right, it's nice and bright and lit up. Okay, so build. I don't know, maybe I should do it upstairs. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, I don't know what that border is about there. In a minute. You know, if it's sitting next to this, it's a problem. Can I put something up here? Like there. Okay, my construction went up. All right, so this is the big kahuna. Oh, this one actually has power connections. Interesting. Does that mean I can do nothing here? Wait a minute. Open, okay. I'm guessing some things in here would require me to have a power connection. All right, what I'm looking for, and I'm not seeing, is the scrap metal sheet. Okay, scrap metal sheet. Okay, iron ingots and reinforced metal brackets. All right, so I would need a welder, a heavy hammer, and a power drill. But being able to make those would be very useful because then that is what I'm missing from the insulated. All right, this means I should be able to make everything. I'm guessing there are some things that just require the electricity. I'm hoping not everything. Okay, well, I think that that's actually gonna do for now. All right. I just want to pop out again to take a quick look at how the well is doing. Yeah, the other guys are going to have to wait. What time is it? Okay, it's coming up on 6:30. I saw it was dark and I was like, is rain coming? Apparently not. Because as soon as this thing fills up, I'm going to have to take the water out. 55.8 fluid ounces. All right, if it gets to like 800 or something, I have to start taking the water out and maybe use it to make more of the cement paste, because that does require a lot of water, and that's kind of at the moment what I'm thinking of. Oh, okay, we just lost the electricity. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, we had a very productive day, that's for sure, on a day that started kind of scary. Yes, the water is now off. We started with the power off, of course, but now the water is off as well. So we are just going to have to get along. Now, I do have a tub upstairs that's filled, so, I mean, that's good. And in the area, I also did fill the tubs whenever I saw them. But we're going to be getting water from the rain collectors, and I'll be getting groundwater that I can use for like the paste and other reasons. I don't know if I can actually farm with that. We're going to have to see. And of course, now that I have the fabrication workstation now, I can start targeting doing the insulated ones. That way, when winter comes, they won't just instantly freeze and be useless like the ones we put down already. I think we have a lot of time before us, though, so that shouldn't be an issue, at least for now. Hey, full moon! All right, but I think that what we're going to have to do is go to a mine. Now, I do happen to know that there's one nearby because I've driven past it enough times. What is this again? Oh, there's a farm down there. I don't remember stopping in there. There was a farm down there. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, I saw it. I believe it was around here. There's like a deep depression, and then there's like a cave. It kind of looks like something out of No One Survived. The original mines, that is. All right, let's go back inside. And of course, we have this wonderful new sword right now. Although I do think that combat weapons are kind of borked. I think that if I had just a baton, 2 hits would kill everything anyway. It does seem to be a 2-hit thing when you're playing in hard difficulty. I mean, a deer taking a 7.62 shot to the head doesn't get killed unless you shoot it again. That's a weird thing. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. So we're going to have to live without having plumbing, at least for now. But we do have a lot of water. Of course, we have beer, we have wine, and I got a lot of soda too. So we should be able to get through before we can get something consistent going. And of course, one of those collectors already has 92 ounces of water. So, hey, you know what? We're going to get this covered. We're good. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a like. Maybe say something in the comments for the great God algorithm. And of course, subscribing is a great way to show your support. And of course, I forgot the wonderful backpack that I have too. Do you remember my backpack? Kind of awesome. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.